Good morning. It is day 2 on the PCT Lionshead Fire closure redo. It's so nice to be back in vegetation. All yesterday was burn, and so kind of crappy. Bugs are a little bad this morning, but I slept great. Little windy. I saw one person drive by on a motorcycle, but other than that, there was nobody. So, I stayed up till like 10. Tried to go to bed early, but just couldn't seem to fall asleep. So thank goodness I had a movie. I'm watching Baby Mama with Tina Fey and the lady from Parks and Rec. I can't remember her name. Anyway, good movie. I can't get rid of technology completely, but looking forward to today. Can hit some snow and see Mount Jefferson more. So glad to be in vegetation. So this is awesome. I do love the volcano aspect of Oregon. I was camping on lava rock, red lava rock, and there was black lava rock, and then all of a sudden the trail just encounters like a pile of rock. Very, very cool geology here. Yay, I'm starting to get into snow. So far, it's just on the trail and you just walk over it. So far, you can even avoid it sometimes. But, piece of cake. Scamper bunny, frou-frou. Looks like we're going up there through the trees in the snow. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the sky. Okay, we're going up and over, right over in there. Woo-woo. I don't know how I did this, but most of the boot tracks are like, I can't tell how recent they are and how good they are, but somehow I came up and over this the patch continues on, and parked right out on the trail. It was just sort of intuition. I knew I was probably going up kind of to that saddle right there. So, and I didn't even see this big huge cairn until I got pretty close to it. So, letting intuition guide me and the map, and I'm doing really good. We're out of snow for a bit, and then I think we're in for quite a while. So, doing good. Here's the pond and the tent site I considered hiking to last night, but the heat just zapped me. This would have been a lovely place to camp, but I'm glad I did where I did. I wasn't sure if the tent site would be uncovered yet from snow, and it is. The trail is a little stream, but I have to remember that the PCT takes probably the path of least resistance, and so does the water. I thought I was going over there, but I'm not. But I did put my micro spikes on just to get up that little thing so I wouldn't slip and to use them. Heck, I brought them. What we're looking at right there is Olali Butte. It doesn't seem like, I feel like I've gone further. So Olali Lake is underneath that. And then there's lovely Mount Hood. Over there. the trail. Okay, so there's a couple criteria that I have for having a pack off break. One of them is a nice flat spot, preferably some shade, something with a view, and access to water. I think this pretty much fits the bill. Not sure if I'm ready for lunch. It's 11, but definitely gonna take a little pack off break. Stretch out, maybe even take my shoes off. What's for lunch today? A tortilla with a chicken packet, some olives, some mayo, and some barbecue sauce. Lunch with a view. To get out of Jefferson Park, which is where I am right now, this is where you have to go. You have to go up there, and then there's a saddle come to the side over there. And then on the other side is where there was all that snow. So there's a little snow through there, but not bad. I'll have to do that going up. Wasn't bad. It's weird having, knowing that I'm gonna be back here again. Because normally when I do the PCT, it's a one-way ticket. But I will be back here again. So anything I miss, I can always see again. There's a bunch of little side lakes, like Scout Lake, North Lake. But, I mean, I think all the little ponds are just as lovely. It's lovely looking at Mount Jefferson. Oh yeah, here's another South Lake. And I don't know if that's South Lake or South Lake is actually bigger, but and a little more snow. Nothing. Soft and smushy. That must be one of those lakes they were talking about. Yeah, that's really pretty. On the way back, depending on my timeline, I might hang out at one of those places instead of going up and over on the heat of the day. We'll see. I think I see a tent over there. I'm not sure. This river, not one I want to get water from. Very chocolate milky, and I was thinking, well, it might be fun to cross. I'm sure I could find a place to rock hop. And then, look what I found! Bridge, bridge, bridge! Yay! And lots of little camp spots. Not that I'm camping. It's not even noon. Now I'm in another burn area. Seems like Oregon has so many burns. I think those trees are dead from disease. But it takes so long to grow back. So this is obviously an old burn, unlike the Lionshead where there was nothing on the ground. It's sad. Next challenge, getting across the stream. Crossed right there on the rocks and the logs. The logs are a little slippery and got my feet a little wet, but that's nothing. Nothing like Section J, but still pretty raging. Trying to find the positive in this. I'm sitting in the shade of this burnt tree. It's the only shade I can find. Still in a burn zone, but I'm next to a creek, and supposedly this is a campsite. I don't think so. I would not want to camp in this. I mean, it's kind of pretty, but it's just so open, and these trees, I'd be so afraid would fall on me in the middle of the night. So I'm gonna push on. Probably, hopefully past Pamela. So I'll be through all of the closure and get as close as I can. I don't know. I'm not trying to push miles, but get as close as I can. Through the burn, I found some beauty. It's a really pretty lake there. Must be coming off a glacier because it's a really pretty color. Maybe Russell Creek. Jeff Creek was clear, so I don't know. So I topped this ridge and look what's over there. Green trees, and there's a view of Jefferson, which we haven't had. And I spotted some cool flowers over here I'm gonna go look at. This is the Woodpecker Ridge Trail. Oh, whoa. There are wild rhododendrons here. Sadly, they're done blooming. They're like pink. But down here, what are these, like lilies? The bare grass is done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're like gorgeous. Oh, and they smell so good. They're like the kind you grow at home, growing in the wild. Wow. Those are kind of deadish. Oh my gosh. Look at those. Wow. You might think that I'm slightly delusional because I'm tired. Whoa, sorry for the panning. This is Milk Creek. It's flowing nice and clear. So this is where the closure started in 22. So now I've done all of it. All of Oregon, yay! Here's the campsite. I'll put my tent right here. I passed one that was actually pretty on the ridge, but I think I'm just gonna have to stay here. I'll just deal with it. I'm just looking to see if there's anything better over here. No, this all looks like fragile meadow. Well, maybe right there. I don't know which is more. I'm talking to myself more than anything. I think